This is true.
Why not?
Because perhaps it's my early intellectual trend and formation. But now, every day is more approach of this real feeling of religion. Just 1 month ago is one tremendous operation of appendix,
Yes.
broken appendix. After this operation, becoming 3 times more religious than before.
How old are you, Dali?
Never remember exactly, but 54 or 53 or something.
Are you formally involved with your religion? Do you go to church a good deal? Do you pray? Do you...
Every day more, but there's no sufficiently. You know?
Not sufficiently. Have you ever had a supernatural vision?
Hallucinatory scenes, but no supernatural.
No supernatural. An article about you, you mentioned your fear of death. An article about you in Life magazine once said that you're afraid of almost everything from ocean liners to grasshoppers. The article said you won't buy shoes because you don't like to take off your shoes in public, and that when you go out you carry a little piece of Spanish driftwood which you keep to ward off evil spells.
Yes, because remain very, very superstitious, but this is, I'm sure, is common of every Spanish people, you know. Spanish people is very superstitious.
Do you know anything about politics at all? You say you don't care about them. Do you know anything about them? Do you know, for instance, who the Prime Minister of Great Britain is?
Yes, but not taking care of this, because for me the important thing is look the philosophical events of every moment. And now is absolutely sure, for instance, that the monarchy is restored in Spain very shortly.
You think it will be?
Prince Juan Carlos, que Franco agree with this restoration. Is absolutely convincing that the monarchy coming back in France very shortly, after one military, perhaps one de Gaulle period or military.
Do you know who the Vice President of the United States is? Can you name?
Mr. Nixon. Yes, but it's possible, no, but it's possible, perhaps tomorrow you put this in question and
you would not.
Answer, you know.
What do you enjoy doing most? Do you like to talk, to paint, to eat, to think? What do you like to spend your time doing, Dali?
My manner of spend my time avec le more joy, le more delectful, is becoming every day a little more Dali.
A little more Dali.
Because in the beginning of my life, you remember, like becoming Napoleon.
First you wanted to be
a
cooking. First you wanted to be a cook, then you wanted to be Napoleon.
Cooking woman. One woman cooking, you know?
You wanted to be a woman cooking?
Exactly. No one man, one woman cooking. Second, like it becoming Napoleon.
Napoleon.
Later one, like it becoming Dali. Now is every day more Dali.
In a moment, I'd like to ask you about an extraordinary power which you claim that you have. You've written that you can remember your thoughts and your feelings before you were born. And I'd like to know what those thoughts and feelings were. And we'll get Salvador Dali's answer in just 60 seconds.
Now, Parliament with recessed filter is best. Best is the word for this new hi-fi Parliament. Over 30,000 traps. No other popular cigarette delivers less nicotine and tar. And because this filter is recessed, trapped nicotine and tar can't get on your lips. Let me demonstrate with this chalk. Just take any other filter cigarette. Chalk the filter, like this. Then Parliament's recessed filter, set deep down inside here. Now, press both against glass. See? The ordinary filter leaves the smear. That's the point. Only in Parliament, the bitter nicotine and tar from the filter cannot get on your lips. Can't spoil Parliament's pure tobacco flavor. You get a clean, satisfying smoke.
Continuously tested by the independent laboratories of United States Testing Company. Smoke the best. Hi-Fi Parliament, now popular price.
That's the Parliament story. Parliament with the recessed filter best. Try Parliament yourself. Now then, Dali, you said that you can remember not only things that happened to you in your infancy, but even your feelings before you were born. What were they? What did you think about? What did you feel?
I remember very clearly many images. Also, not only in black and white, but in glorious technicolor.
I see. And what specifically? Now, what were some of these
X,
things?
some phosphorescent X, luminous X. Told about these visions of Dr. Freud in London. Freud tell me that is absolutely true is the origin of intrauterine memories. Probably my position, fetal position, my pupils is very hurt by my hands. Depend on my position.
Was it, well, what was it like? Was it pleasant before you were born?
It's completely paradise.
Paradise?
It's the best moment, the more divine images. In the moment of born, is the moment of the paradise is lost. This is always the theory of Otto Rank.
Well, under those circumstances, I find it difficult to understand your fear of death. If the moment of being born was paradise lost, perhaps death for you will be paradise regained. And therefore, I would think that you would...
This is my hope, but is not absolutely sure. This is the trouble. See, the death is again the reconquer of this paradise. This is excellent, but it's not sure yet.
Do you enjoy yourself as you live? You like yourself? You say that you are a genius. Certainly you have had the
I enjoy my life every day more.
You do?
Every week more. Because observe Dali, my admiration for Dali becoming tremendous.
Yes. What kind of dreams do you have? What are they about, Dali?
Every time it's very agreeable and creative. The last dreams is about the antimatter angels. Perhaps for 5 months only dream about archangels, angels, kings, and the most beautiful spectacle.
You seem to be a mild-mannered man, are you?
Please don't understand. Mild?
Are you a mild man? Are you a pleasant man to deal with? Are you a friendly man? You seem to be a mild man. An easy man.
Everybody loves Dali very much.
Everybody loves Dali.
Sympathetic and...
But your paintings, they're frequently violent. And you've written that in your private life, you have had sudden impulses to injure people. As a child, you kicked people. You threw a friend off a rocky ledge. As an adult, you confess that you once kicked a legless beggar along the street.
Exactly. But this is my adolescence period. Now becoming much more quiet in this kind of sadistic scenes.
Yes.
Is the contrary. After my religious feelings becoming more strong, these sadistic scenes of my adolescence disappear almost completely.
Is that so? And when you were a young man, too, you used to try to hurt. You were masochistic as well as sadistic. You used to try to hurt yourself. You'd bind your head until it hurt because you felt that you could be more creative that way. You do not need that.
No, now every of these disappear because every of my libido now is sublimated in the religion and the mysticism.
Well, there's one story about yourself I'd like to ask you about before you go. When you were courting your wife, Gala, you did an unusual thing, as you've described it. You smeared your body with your own blood from a cut. You tore your clothes, and then you rubbed a jar of evil-smelling fish glue all over yourself, and you planned to present yourself this way in front of your future wife. Why did you do that?
Because in this moment, I believe that in this moment, Dali is true, is almost crazy. Before met Gala, my brain is very close of one psychopathologic brain.
Your brain, yes.
And in this moment, like it, seduce Gala in the most terrific manner. He believe that the smell is the more attractive manner for seduce Gala. Gala becoming in love with me, it is probably the real Gerishon. Gala create the real mysticism or the real classicism of my actual life.
And you have been married now to Gala for how many years?
Oh, perhaps 20 or more.
I see. And
but
since...
still in love with Gala, more in the beginning. He also is something that nobody believes. perhaps Dali never make love avec one other woman que Gala.
In 20 years.
And the people never believe, because everybody, one day...
Why shouldn't we believe? It's the most sensible thing in the world.
Yes, but there's no... myself believe it's very frequent, but the other people told me it's very exceptional.
Well, I don't think perhaps as exceptional...
And now my obsession is the chastity, because I believe that the chastity is the more powerful thing for me.
Dali, I certainly thank you for coming and spending this time. I'm looking forward to the publication of your new book, Dali, which will be published in the fall, and I understand will have a good many color plates of your paintings in it. Thank you, Dali.
Merci.
To those who raise eyebrows or look down their noses at him, Salvador Dali bristles his remarkable mustache with equal disdain. As he puts it, I cannot understand why human beings should be so little individualized, why they should behave with such great collective uniformity. He says, I do not understand why, when I ask for a grilled lobster in a restaurant, I'm never served a cooked telephone. I'll be back in a moment with a special announcement about future plans. One pack, I believe, is all it takes to discover that now Parliament with the recessed filter is best. The best filter-flavor combination ever. And here's why. First, over 30,000 traps in this filter. No other popular cigarette delivers less nicotine and tar. Second, unlike every other filter, Parliament's filter is recessed. It's set deep down inside here so that trapped nicotine and tar can't get on your lips. And third, because it's recessed, there's no bitter taste of trapped nicotine and tar to spoil Parliament's pure tobacco flavor. It's a clean and satisfying smoke. And remember, Parliament is continuously tested and reported by the United States Testing Company, one of the world's leading independent testing laboratories. Smoke the best. Hi-Fi Parliament, now at popular price. Tonight's interview ends my series, which started a year ago for the Philip Morris Company, the makers of Philip Morris, Parliament, and Marlboro cigarettes. And I want to thank the Philip Morris Company sincerely for helping me to bring you these programs. Next Sunday evening at 10 o'clock Eastern Daylight Saving Time on many of these stations, I'll start a new interview series devoted to the theme of freedom and survival. The series will be produced in cooperation with the Fund for the Republic and will be designed to encourage public discussion of freedom and justice. We're going to talk about the problems of the individual in his relationship to big government, big business, and big labor. We're going to examine the growing power of political parties and pressure groups. We'll talk about the responsibility of our mass media, newspapers, magazines, motion pictures, and television. We'll discuss these issues with such men as Supreme Court Justice William Douglas, Aldous Huxley, author of Brave New World, industrialist Cyrus Eaton. Next Sunday night, on the first program, we'll open the series with an examination of religious skepticism, of the conflict between church and state, of religion and morality in American life. Our guest, you see him behind me, will be one of the world's leading religious thinkers, the Protestant theologian, Dr. Reinhold Niebuhr. We'll ask Dr. Niebuhr why he charges that our current religious revival is essentially meaningless. We'll find out why Dr. Niebuhr says that religion can never abolish injustice and evil in society. That's next Sunday at 10 on many of these stations. Till then, Mike Wallace, good night.
The Mike Wallace interview has been brought to you by the new High Filtration Parliament. Parliament, now for the first time at popular price.
Look for brand names when you shop. You'll always be satisfied. See the unusual on You Asked For It tomorrow on ABC Television Network.